Thank you, Kyle. Bring it in. Thank you, Kyle. Hey, Snack.
Alright, stupid baby. Where are you bound? What's that? He's red. It's all bug eyes and shit. What the hell? Okay. Maybe when we go to the room. We clean up the wood anyways. We just do thought he can attack. Get right with him.
Sam, we've uncovered some new information about that ID card you brought back. I'll give you the details on the bridge.
That place we were sent to, the land of the dead, it strikes me as odd that it was submerged underwater.
Does it?
Did you see those columns of ice, the ones descending from the surface all the way to the floor? Afterwards, I realized what they reminded me of. The columns were reminiscent of a phenomenon known as brinicles. When seawater freezes and turns to ice, salt concentrates are released into the surrounding water. This brine is heavier than the water around it due to its higher density. It therefore sinks deeper into the ocean. As it flows towards the ocean floor, its lower temperature results in the formation of ice. And as this process continues, it can produce column-like ice structures. Any living creatures unfortunate enough to become entangled in these can be frozen solid. Little wonder they're called icicles of death.
His name is Neil. Neil Vanna.
Neil Vanna? Oh, here I thought he said Nirvana. There must still be tar in my ears.
It seems that the ID card you brought back belonged to the man himself. Charlie helped me dig up the details.
The card was issued by Bridges years ago, when the chiral network was still being developed. Records confirm that Vanna has been dead for some time.
So he was a member of Bridges?
No, it doesn't look like he was.
Vanna was a porter contracted by Bridges to handle jobs with special requirements. Like all of you, he was a doom sufferer who leveraged his abilities.
A top-notch porter by all accounts. He worked the Mexican border. Brought over all kinds
Oh yeah, I gotta
of
go back to
useful stuff.
Mexico for something. I don't
Ostensibly,
remember what.
resources and medical supplies.
I know I need to do rank up
but in
through the way.
truth, he
Like there's a
transported
mission or
drugs
something I'm
and
supposed
other
to collect
prohibited
there.
goods.
So he was a smuggler.
Vanna's ID card served as a key to some of Bridges' secure installations, though only a select few, of course. Specifically, those dedicated to the BB experiments, along with various other medical facilities.
I believe that the place you went to for counseling was one of them.
But everything in that area was obliterated 11 years ago by a void out, one in which Neil Vanna died. And from which you alone, Sam, were fortunate enough to emerge alive. Prior to all that, your counseling sessions made you a regular visitor, yes? Well, records indicate Vanna frequented the same facility. There's a fair chance that the two of you might have met before. Do you recall seeing him?
It's hardly surprising. A great number of people pass through there all the damn time. No one would remember them all.
Sam, it's Charlie. We've received your next assignment. This main order can be undertaken by accessing the delivery terminal at East Fort Knott. While you attend to that, we'll continue our investigation into Neil Vanna. I'll keep you posted.
That looks wonderful. That's a groovy pair of specs, Sam. Why don't you... Neil Vanna, a porter employed by Bridges. A man not unlike yourself, it would seem. But why did he appear in that so-called Nirvana, or rather, that realm of the dead? And then there's the fact that he clearly spoke Lou's name. If we have another opportunity to visit that mysterious realm, then perhaps we can get some answers. The times we've encountered Neil Vanna, the first was amidst flames, and the second was in what seemed to be flood-ravaged ruins. Now, I believe that you were previously transported to a realm not unlike a battlefield. The places we found ourselves in are similar in that they were the sites of disasters. This is just a theory, but it could be the case that what we've seen is a reflection of Neil's mental state. He may have been a first-hand witness to a terrible tragedy which left a lasting mark on him.
I think we need to jump to Mexico and do a few side missions there. I know we definitely need the unlocks. Access denied.
By the way, Sam, you saw Tomorrow with the apples in the corridor, right? It seems she was training, trying to gain more control over her temporal abilities. Taking green unripened apples and attempting to age them until they're red and ready to eat. But she's still having trouble getting it just right. She's taking it too far and making them rotten. There's no need to rush things. She'll get the hang of it soon enough. In the meantime, let's continue to support her.
From this location, you should be able to see some snow-capped mountains, Sam. Your next objective can be found in the heart of them, in the form of the Eastern Environmental Observatory. Once again, you'll need to link up several sites en route to this destination. The first such site to be brought online is the Chronobiologist Shelter, which is due west. Pick up the main order on this delivery terminal in order to begin.
Oh shit. I'm gone. I don't know these up for speed. What the fuck?
Order accepted. Thank you.
No, but I'm sure that will do good in the snow. I'm not gonna use it yet. See, I need to change my gear up to match the mission I'm about to do. If I'm getting more fights, I need more blood bags, more utility pouches, or ammo. I already got ammo. I like having a lot of ammo. Just like the sniper rifle. Yeah, that bridge.
You stay safe on the road now.
Can I use the Mandela? Damn. Well, I don't really think the first mission would matter because it's kind of scripted to go to a certain mission. We could use the rails, but
That's the way. Yeah!
oh, I need to control the speed of these somehow.
This fucking rocks.
Oh crap, we're gonna go to the sandstorm.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
morning to you.
I thought it was going the other way. Why are they coming back?
Thanks for the help.
Fuck, are we getting up that mountain? We actually climb it somehow with the truck. I don't need any missions. This place, I already got it 5 stars. I don't know if we can scale that, but I think over here on the peak side of it, we might be able to do. If we get there, we might take the other side of the river all the way to the peak. Put these resources up. Don't take it, damn it. Okay.
That one. Right. Gotta load cargo onto the shelf from the back. Feels good.
Alright. Hey, I'm gonna try this a little different.
Let's get a move on.
There's no way I'm gonna have enough battery to ride this thing, but it's fucking cool. Wait, did I just hurt my cargo? Hell yeah. This thing was badass. You bastard.
Gotta stretch my legs.
Thing's cool, but it takes me your crystals too. They use it. I need to pick up those lost cargo too. No, motherfucker, you got it.
Gotcha.
What? What did I just ruin? Who was that for? Oh my god. Okay, I don't know who that was for, but hitting a little bitty bush should not have done that. That was the cargo for the guy I was going to. It was worth a lot, too. There's another one, but not quite as much. Oh, come on. You can't make it instantly turn into snow and rain. That was like that in the last game, too. Are you kidding me? Go. Can I change my tires out? That's what I need. This does not work very good in mud and tire or rain, sleet, snow, mud, sand, nothing.
Gotcha.
Wowzer!
Hook that one.
Like
Yeah, they just go up pretty high, huh? I'm gonna build a zipline network up here like I did in the last game, but this one may be a bit trickier. More lost cargo.
Good evening, Sam. You're operating a credential Sam file. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Can't believe hitting a little bush did that
Good
much
to see a
damage.
friendly face. It's been a while since I've had visitors. I'll check your cargo right away. There's a little damage, I suppose, but you still got it here in one piece. I should have no trouble continuing my research, and it's all thanks to you. All right, you...
I did enjoy the game.
Now displaying your current porter grade. I'm finally part of the chiral network. I've been looking forward to this moment. I should be able to conduct research at a faster pace than ever. Please accept this by way of thanks.
What is this? Where on earth will make cryptobioids look like they're floating?
I picked up this accessory in the UCA. You should try attaching it to your backpack. Who knows? It might bring you good luck. Oh, and in case you're curious, the cargo you brought me contained a stock of cryptobiote variants. I've taken to calling them chronobiotes. They appear to alter your body's internal clock for a brief period when consumed. Just another example of the many ways the Death Stranding is wreaking havoc on our perception of time. It's introduced us to Timefall and the beach, as well as the EEs that brought about previous mass extinctions. You know, I can't help but wonder if extinction entities are related to chronobiotes. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. Especially with the strange incidents we've been hearing about lately. Well, the porter who used to come through here was attacked by something. It was bad enough that they gave up doing delivery work for good. They still managed to deliver my last shipment, but it was covered with strange dents and markings. When I asked what had happened, they just said it was the work of the Headless Rider. People have been talking about the Rider for a while, actually. And there's this guy not far from here who's dedicated to studying strange mysteries like that. I sent him some details, and he said he'd need to ask around for someone to lend him a hand. You should keep your eyes peeled for trouble until he figures out what we're dealing with. So I've heard a little bit about Hartman's research via the hydrologist. You know, the mass extinctions of trilobites, ammonites, and the dinosaurs. Apparently, all these ancient events were set in motion by extinction entities. I'm told there was a human extinction entity as well. And that EEs had umbilical cords linking them to the beach, which could be why their fossilized remains were somehow unaffected by the passage of time. The parasitic chiromicrobes that latch onto chronobiotes also originally came from the beach. So, you could even think of them as another form of umbilical tether linking their hosts to the other side. It's a pattern that shows we can't discount the possibility that a new EE might yet be born. And the reason why I believe further study of these microbes could help prevent another extinction event. Now that I have a chiral network connection, this sort of research should finally be possible. They're cryptobiotes that have become infected with chiral microbes, parasites that induce changes in the host. Chronobiotes can accelerate various processes within the human body. Simply put, eating one should make everything around you appear to move more slowly. Much like Timefall, which ages everything. And the beach, where time stands still. This disruption of the natural temporal flow is linked to the underlying mechanisms of the Death Stranding. Continued study of chronobiotes should therefore help us to solve the greatest mystery of our times. At least, that's what I've come to believe. I hope this isn't the last time we meet. With no one else around to make deliveries, I was beginning to think I'd have to call it quits. Oh, by the way, a suborder just got posted about those strange incidents I mentioned. You can check it on the delivery terminal here. It's probably in your interest to find out more anyway, given how much time you spend outside. And, who knows, you might even be able to convince them to join the chiral network, too. I just hope we can get to the bottom of things sooner rather than later. Thanks again, and take care.
Well then, Sam. By the way, we have info on Nilvana to share. Could you join me on the bridge?
Order completed. Well done.
Alright.
Thanks for coming. Oh, wow, you found this?
Yeah. I'm gonna bring up the real quick now. Ghost Hunter. I've been there. Well, glide down there and then teleport back up.
Order accepted. Thank you.
This is so cool. I didn't know you could ride these.
Till next time.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
You know, the slugs in my shelter. I wonder what's causing it. There's something down there. Where? Where's that pointing to? I didn't see that gate coming up. Go up a little bit so we can get a better view. I think goes that snow pretty fucking good, dude. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to see. Content damage 60%? Fuck off. Oh, you asshole. I thought this thing was supposed to keep everything cool. I don't remember seeing a cave anywhere. There's not much for mountains, though. Alright. The back of the shelter. What side?
Feels good.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Why my hand turned red? right there. Oh, fucking A, I can even shoot. Yeah, I'm holding it sideways in my hand. I don't know where this is. I didn't see it anywhere. It looks like her place. Maybe it's for an underground spring or something. I'll go for it later. That bread from there? Ah, good turn. Can I attach it to a vehicle?
Just like that, Sam.
Look, almost lost it there. Oh.
There's a east part, the F3. Ooh, 250. Get that one. That looks like it's going to be a BT area over there. Bet it is. That's when a Pioneer fall from the sky.
Good evening, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified.
Don't turn it all in.
Oh, hey. I appreciate you coming all this way. Allow me to take a look at that cargo you carry. Took good care of this, I see. Ought to make my research easier.
What kind of hat you got, dude?
Now displaying your current porter grade. So, I finished examining that cargo you brought on over. Now, I know this isn't your fault, but this thing has been absolutely savaged. I highly doubt human or animal involvement. Kinda looks as though it was battered with a large heavy pole, but... And there are also parts that appear to have been melted. Not to mention the unusual tie marks imprinted on the surface. Putting all the pieces together, I reckon this is likely the work of the headless rider I've heard rumors about. In all honesty, though, seems like it was set upon by not one, but several riders. Sheer damage is proof enough of that. Yeah, we're looking for multiple villains, I'd say. But they won't come out and wreak havoc at just any old time. There's got to be a reason they attack travelers when they do. Mind helping me figure out what that reason is? That way we can set the minds of porters like you at ease. Once we know more about them, I can use that chiral network to enlighten everyone else, too. Indulge my curiosity and I'd be happy for you to hook me up, is what I'm trying to say. If you're keen to do so, then pick up the sub-order I posted. I've included the relevant information in the order details. Be sure to look it over should you choose to take it on.
Order completed. Well done.
Okay, Sam, why don't we begin by...
Oh, there is Gloria. Okay.
Considering what we already know. If nothing comes to mind, take a look at the order details to refresh your memory.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
We got onto the Cairo network right by the river here, I think. And then we can just cruise right through the spot. Take the river. Yep.
Now entering Cairo's network coverage.
We're gonna have my resources with me. We're not making the Magellan appear from anywhere. Make them bring or carry around my resources for the road. BTs? Uh-oh. Is that why there's a bunch of cars over here? Earlier, when I was crossing the river, there was a shit ton of cars just laying around here. A bunch of damage, a bunch not. Oh, it stopped raining. What was up with the BT crap?
Sam, the headless rider attacks were reported in this area. Look around. See anything strange?
Yeah, this is red. Why is this red? Wonder what would happen if I already had it built. Well, that must have been the update we had today, for 4th of July.
Weapons primed. Fire!
Cannot support. That's cool as shit.
Sam, about the headless riders we're after. I've been thinking, what if we were to try replicating the conditions of the previously reported attacks? Road at night, tri-cruiser. I've got it. We should take an evening spin near the site the attacks took place.
Is that why there's all these trikes around? I don't think this road was built though when I was here a minute ago.
What's happened to it? Don't tell me it's been hacked.
Yeah, see, I wonder what would have happened if I already had the road built.
Since when do highways float in the air? Up, up, and away! Highway in the sky.
Whoa.
Now we find ourselves trapped. You ready for anything, Sam?
Okay, this might be cool. I want one of them bikes. How do I get one of these? Got built on guns.
Let the headless rider get away.
Welcome, Sam. I prepared this little stage here special for you and you alone. I know you're gonna make the most of it.
Pigs? These must be ghost mechs? I suppose there were no headless riders after all then. We need to destroy them all. Let's get the move on, Sam.
I wonder if there's a track.
That all you got? Come on!
That's how you do it, Sam.
Oh, you doing cool backflips and shit? Hey, I did a backflip on the old game by accident, but I thought you could always do it. I did it just to save the video. I was going to try to do a better one and never do it again.
Nice one. You're a pro.
I hope this stays here. Shit. I'm gonna die. Yep.
Sam, can you hear me? Wake up.
These are hard and it's automatic fuel.
See it, Sam? One of them is different from the others. That has to be the unit that's hacked into the autopave.
Damn it, I hit. Damn, my house is already down again.
Sam, can you hear me? Wake up!
I'm dying easy. I should have brought my own trike with better gear on it. Guns or something. There's all my traps, huh?
Well fought, Sam. I think you took care of every last one. Highway disappearing? This is good, Sam. Whoa!
No, keep that there. That was cool. Hey, what's up, dude?
Seems the day is ours, Sam. Oh, what a relief to have made it safely back to the ground. There's no sign of our adversary.
Oh yeah, I still got that bike.
Strange road has
That's
vanished
a
without a
pretty fun
trace,
bike.
too. Everything's
I've spent
fine now.
more time fixing it
Go
because
and
I
give the
have
boss
riding
the
it.
good
But it's
news.
real light, real easy to manage. Real fun. That is actually a genuine Honda part. That rear tire fender I got from Honda. I think it's for a 2015 model though. If I remember right, the 2015 up to 2020, and maybe even newer, is basically the same bike. So the parts, if you're looking for parts for that kind of gear, I always search under 2015 models because everything on 2015 will fit on it. Like my headlight setup, that was made for 2015. The fender, the seat, just about everything actually. But that's a tricky thing. If I search for 2019, I can't find nothing. The only thing that is different is the 2019 paint. If it's red on both, they don't match the 2015 paint. 2015 is the same bike. It's so you shouldn't have much trouble finding anything for it. It's a fun bike, and I love them. It's one of my the red. Trying to remember, but the red from the 2015. The only difference is on the 2019 model, it has a little bit of blue mixed into the paint. 3 colors mixed into one paint, one red. It's all still red, but you can't even see color blue in it. But I guess it gives it a more of a sparkle kind of. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'm trying to remember the names of it. One of the paints from 2015, I think, was, if it's red, it's like Indianapolis red or something like that. But I learned this the hard way. Don't order paint. If you need a part, you can get it already painted for like $30. Like the sides of it, I had to replace one side, and yeah, it was like $18 for one piece, and then 20 something for the other. But if I wanted the paint, it was like $150. Definitely wasn't worth it.
Well. Handled that job for me, huh? Let me just review the order
I
details.
was going to make a list.
That was a hard-won fight. I shouldn't have asked you to go to such lengths for me.
Is that because a lot of my stuff is genuine. I try to keep it all brand stuff Honda brand. If I couldn't keep it Honda brand, then I kept it Honda theme or CBR theme. Like the decals on the wheels, they're CBR. The hand grips, CBR. They're cheap hand grips, and they were a bitch to get on. They didn't really fit. They were too tight. Yeah. Well, the cheap stuff kind of just depends. Like I started off with a few cheap things, like the ends of the handles. What do you call them? I forget the name of it off the top of my head. Whatever they are, they go to the very end of the handles. See if I can find that video real quick. Man, got way too much junk on it. Okay, CBR. But those things, I was getting cheap ones, and those were kind of tricky to get the original ones off. But I end up getting more expensive ones now, but they don't fit very well. I do got them working. I've done so much to this. One thing about this, too, is this bike, I wanted LEDs for the blinkers, and there's no relay made for it to where it fixes it from flashing real fast to slow. So I made one. I actually ordered one for an older model. I think it was like a 2013 model. And I think there's relays now, but when this bike first came out, I couldn't find one for it. But I got one for like a 2013 model, and then just moved a couple wires around. I made a diagram for it, and that worked. I was able to use one. So that's the very first thing I did, was put the relay on it. And my brake light, I put a control thing in there. It's a round control box next to the rear light. So when you brake, it will flash, the brake light. It'll flash like 3 times and then stay on. And you can change the speed or the flash design and all that. I was thinking more of safety than anything. I didn't people behind me not seeing I'm slowing down and rear end me, because that's happened and it's no fun. So I did. Yeah, I think I should. You're right on that. I need to go through and actually get links to everything. Yep, strobe light. What it is. Exactly what it is. But I was going to do this. It's just I've ordered so much stuff. It was hard to figure out the links, and some of them changed up. One of them, where I order Honda parts, is what was the site called? Oops. See if I can pull it up real quick. Priscilla. Okay, maybe it was Honda Power Sport or something. And then Motorsport, that was one I think I ordered through. But it's hard because you're ordering it by part name, and some of these you don't know the part name. I do need to do an updated video. Definitely with the headlight system. One thing that I didn't like was the headlights, and it's like this on all new Hondas. One light is your dim, and one light is your bright. So it always looks like you have a headlight out when you don't have your brights on. So like the first 5 minutes I got this bike, people were waving at me saying, "Hey, you got a headlight out." I'm like, no, I don't. It's just how it is. I got tired of that, so I'm using the same headlight housing. And this was kind of the hard trick. Because the one that I could order for it doesn't really fit. I didn't want no ghetto looking stuff, I guess. So I used the original headlight housing and got rid of all the wiring, reran wires, and man, this is tricky running LEDs on this thing. So both headlights are dim, and then when you hit the brights, both headlights turn bright. And it has a red ring in it too. I could change that ring to different colors before I install it. It's a permanent color, but you can pull it out and change it. But I just did red. In the middle of the headlights, there's like I don't know what you call it, like a magnifying glass looking piece. That can glow too, and that one glows red. But I have a switch for that, where I can turn that on and off. Because at night it looks like demon eyes, but the police also frown on having red lights in the front. So if for any reason there's a cop nearby or something, I can just turn the red out. My headlights will always work like normal. The red is just from a little bitty LED that doesn't shine out. It just makes it glow. That headlight setup was very expensive and a lot of work. That was probably one of the most tedious jobs I've done on that bike. Hell, the first day I had it, or the first weekend, I had the whole thing apart. To get to that relay, you have to take everything off. Like everything just to get to the side of the bike. So I had it off, put an engine guard on it, I put slider pucks on it. The slider pucks are CBR. I can get them custom with the name or anything. It's trex.com or something like that. I like them pucks better than the pegs, because on one bike, when I went down, I hit a pothole on the peg and it caught, and it basically brought the bike to a complete stop, and it bent the frame. So these pegs, they chew apart quickly, and so they're only good for like one crash. Hopefully you don't crash, but if you do, it will go over stuff like that, and it shreds apart quickly, and it's supposed to, that way it doesn't get caught on anything. So, and they're only like $50 on each side, so they're not terribly expensive, and they look nice, and they're good, they're great. They just don't catch whenever you wreck like a peg would. So I put them on. I got some extras around here too. 2 extra I think I ordered. One set has my name on it with the CBR. Pretty neat. really remember everything I did. In this video, I got it out in the garage right now. That exhaust, I actually got that for free. When I got the bike, I was making a deal with the dealer. I'm always trying to get extra stuff out of stuff. So I talked him down like $1,000 already. And I'm like, dude, I can't ride out of here without a helmet. And I'm like, this exhaust sounds like crap too. I'm like, everybody's gonna laugh at me. You know, it's being sarcastic. And he's like, I'll tell you what, you go back there and pick out an exhaust and a helmet, and we'll cover it. And I'm like, oh, for real? And I guess he meant $100 helmet and $100 exhaust or less, but he didn't tell me that. So I went back there and picked out the best helmet I could find. It was like $300. They didn't have very many. Most of them were like dirt bike helmets. And the exhaust. I went back there and I'm like, hey, what do you think is the best exhaust for this? He's like, well, you can get the Twin Brothers or you can get the Yoshimura. And he's like, probably Yoshimura is the best as a slip-on. Twin Brothers, you got to replace all the pipe. I was like, okay, we'll try the Yoshimura. How much is it? He's like, well, it's a little over $500. I'm like, well, the dealer said he's going to cover it. And he's like, I don't think so. And he called him. He's like, hey, did you tell me he was going to cover this exhaust? The dealer said, yeah. So they covered it. And then when I went to pick it up, the dealer, he didn't get too mad. He's like, hey, dude, I meant like something smaller. And I'm like, well, you didn't tell me that. I'm like, I'd pay you for it. You want me to. It wasn't that big of a deal. Yeah, that's okay. See, this guy that I work with, he's got something like that on one of his hot bodies. I think that's in it. Wasn't it? The exhaust. Ah, crap. Wait, okay, the Fender Eliminator kit, hot bodies. Oh, and that was another thing. The Fender Eliminator kit. There's one that I wanted and I did not get it. So I basically found a license plate frame that I turned into a Fender Eliminator kit. And then after I was like in the middle of installing it, I got the email from Yoshimura with a custom one for me. And I got it. But I've already installed the old one, so I never installed it. Yoshimura also custom printed some 3D or what was it? 3D print, whatever, for the front blinker mounts. 2019 and 2015 are slightly off on the front blinker mounts, and I ordered some from Revzilla. And they said that you'd have to do a little bit of modification to your bike. You have to drill out part of the inside of the fender, or on the side of the body. And I did that, and it still wouldn't fit. They just assumed that it was exactly the same, and it wasn't. And so I tore up the inside of it for nothing, basically. But yeah, Yoshimura got me the mounts, and they fit perfect. Yoshimura actually did quite a bit of stuff. I have once, I doubt I'm going to do it, but like these bodies, I don't like the one that I found on Google here, the race body work. I don't like that look, but they said if I create, it would cost a lot. I don't know if I want to keep spending more money on this bike because I spent quite a bit, but I can create basically my own body. I said make a design, a 3D print, and all that, and they would do it for me. But it's pretty expensive. There's a few designs I was kind of playing around with. There's a lot of work I've done on this stuff that you can't see, like the entire wiring setup. I had to change. I set up a gear tach. That was a plug and play. Under the seat, there's a spot where it plugs right in. It was made for the gear tach, but I basically took everything apart, did the fender eliminator, the relay, the brake module for the strobe. I do that light. Yeah, then the headlights, those are expensive. The wheels I changed. The fork. The seats too. I got one that's like 3/4 inch lower, and I'm only 5'8", but that 3/4 of an inch is a big difference. I can plant both feet down pretty easily. It is kind of rough on my butt. I need to get like some springs to put under them bolts, the 2 bolts in the back that bolt down to the seat. With the normal seat, there's a rubber cushion, but with the Honda seat, it's upgraded and it's got the carbon fiber look. It don't have them rubber cushions. I might be able to take it off the old one, actually. But it does sit a lot lower and it makes it a little bit more comfortable. The rear cowl, the back seat, I have a few different kind here. I got one that's all metal and it's flat on top and you can mount stuff to it. I actually was going to use that for a basket to deliver parts. And I didn't use that seat. I was going to because it would make it real easy to take the whole basket off because I just keep it mounted to the seat. When I'm done, I'd release the seat and put my normal one back on there. So, but I still got it. What I did do is the rear bars, there's 2 rear bars that's mounted right to your frame by your back seat. I made a basket on that. I had 2 bars made out in Germany. This company made them, and they still sell them. They're like $200. It's them 2 bars is replaced with a different 2 bars that attaches to a square frame, and that's where my basket got attached to. I have this huge ass basket. It's pretty funny. And then a street bike with a basket on the back delivering auto parts. It was cool as hell. But when I had that on, I didn't like the regular seat in the back if I'm by myself. So I got a rear cowl, and it was already painted, but it didn't match. So I got it painted. That's where I found out the paint cost like $100 for a quart of paint. Really expensive. That's not in the video. I kind of want to make an updated one because I bought a few different ones. I bought the real expensive one, but I had a problem fitting it, so I kind of needed to do some work on it still. Then I bought this cheap one that didn't match. I got it repainted, and it's alright. It actually looks pretty decent. But most likely, there's this company in Canada that does custom seats. I'm going to see if they can 3D print rear cowl to put over it instead. There's one that has a little footrest on it for wheelies. I've been playing with different things for the back seats. I got like 5 different seats. I don't like any of them. And that basket mount, the way I have it, it's a pretty cool mount, but it sucks because you gotta bolt it on every time. It ain't like the seat where you can just slide it on and off real quick. Yeah, I gotta go through and try to hold on. Okay, yeah, that just reminded me of something. Now, let me get back to this. What am I doing here? Okay, the rear cowl, that's good. Windscreen, I got a Pug windscreen. It's black. It's not the blackest one. I wanted something I can still kind of see through. The tank cap sticker, that is actually a genuine Honda part that I got. It's pretty decent. I heated it up a little bit before I put it on there, blow dryer, and it worked great. Yeah, and then there are short levers. I did do short levers, but I didn't go too short. I kept them They had regular short levers, and then I found some that were called short levers, but they're longer short levers, but not quite as long as normal ones. So I got them, and I think I got them off Revzilla. They're not Honda, and they're not Honda themed, and the paint was red, but more metallic. But it works. Rim tape, I got a CBR kit, and I'd kind of recommend the same one. I can remember where I found. I'll have to get the link for these, but the CBR kit rim tape was nice. I think it's on the bike in the video. The only thing is, the back ones, the CBR text, hung off just a little bit, like an eighth of an inch. So I took a razor blade or a X-Acto knife and just cut it, put it on the rim first, and then cut it without hitting the rim, of course, and it looks just fine. But the company also sent me out replacements and made them slightly smaller, and they do fit perfect, but it's just I didn't replace them because I have it fine already, so I got them as spares. Just be careful washing your wheels with that rim tape because you can get the corners of it. Definitely the one I got, because the tape, they go into a very fine piece, like a point. So them points of the tape, the ends of it, will peel off. So what I did after I put it on was took an X-Acto knife without scratching the rim, or trying not to, cut the ends of it off, the pointy pieces. And I did it at a slight angle, so it turns into a sharper point that won't peel, instead of just cutting it flat and then it would just look weird. But if I do a video, I'll show you what I mean on that. I should do another video. I've changed a little bit of stuff since then. Not much, but a little bit. What else you got going on? Hugger fender, yeah, that's a Honda part. Look for the genuine Honda parts for 2015, and then look for the hugger fender. You should be able to find the same one. The carbon style look. They had one for the front as well, but I wanted to keep the front red. I don't know why, I just didn't want it carbon. The windscreen from Pug was kind of expensive. It was $100-something, but I guess it's worth it. I don't know. It doesn't actually do anything. Because the windscreen on that bike is so short, it don't help at all. Yeah, that's where I got mine, was Amazon. Yeah, let me see if I can find it for you real quick. What was that? I think it was from Hot Bodies. Okay, here it is. One on eBay, that's $109. I don't think I paid that much for it. Let me get the part number. Okay, if I got this right, from Partzilla, let me get back to the screen text here. This should be the part number. It's $60, so that's not bad at all. I might. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, got some new stuff. They even got a red one, short one. That's not for my bike. That's for her. Well, that might be wrong, actually. Shit, I think it is. I think that's a different style. Yeah, tire hugger, chain guard. This is the one. Let me copy the link here. This is the one I got. But this is a... I can't send the link. It's too long. Why is it so long? I got the Amazon link, but it's like the link is too long to post. Another way to share it? Let's see. Oh, here's the ABS plastic rear seat cowl fairing cover for the CBR is like $30 now. It's cheap as hell. I bought the red one. It didn't match, so I had it repainted. I put $100 can of paint on a $30 piece of plastic. Waste of money. I still want to find a better rear seat replacement. A cowl for it. Let me, no, that's still, where the fuck did I find it? This may be it. Motorsports. Is this the link I got it from? No, that's front fender. I'll find this link. They had a middle cowl and an under cowl for it too, but I didn't replace that stuff either. I kind of like it the way it was, instead of black or carbon. Maybe under rear fender. This is definitely the site. Hard to find stuff. It is all organized, but it's still hard to find. Is it under the upper cowl? Oh, come on. That's it right there on the Google picture. Oh, okay, hold on. Hot body racing. No, that's hot body. That's not it either. I gotta be able to share this link somehow. Is there a shorter link or a share item link? What I did is Googled 2015 CBR 300 tire hugger carbon fiber. But when you go down to popular picks for you, it will show an eBay link for it. And it will show it as a genuine Hun part. I need to find where I actually bought it from. I'll have to do that sometime. There's got to be a way I can post this link. Google free listing action. All that stuff is in the link and it don't need to be. Let me see if I can remove everything but the item number. I don't know if that would work. Oh, that does work. Okay, I think it worked. It worked for me. I posted the link to it. I gotta get crashed here in a second, too. I'm gonna have to jump off here. I didn't realize how late it was. I gotta work tomorrow.
I feel as though I can really trust you. We forged a bond. So you know, I've decided to increase. All right.
But, yeah, I'll try to do that. Maybe this weekend. I gotta go out there and, clean the chain and, probably tighten it, too. I got this chain wax I've been using. I'm gonna make a video on that, maybe. A certain kind of chain wax I get from Redzilla. I like it better. I don't know why. It don't sling up all over my bike and everything after I get done with it. I usually use like kerosene or something like that to clean the chain, but right now I got some spray stuff from Redzilla. It's made for the chain. It's okay. And that chain has a lot of surface rust on it. Might just end up replacing it because I haven't cleaned it in a minute. A good minute. It is a dirty chain. Something that you should never have it that dirty. But, and I got to put my new sticker on it. I got a license plate sticker. So I might do an updated video on it. It's definitely been worn down a lot since that video. It's not brand new. It still looks good. If I clean it up, it still looks perfect. Oh, it did open? You might be able to find it cheaper. That's just the first Amazon link, or first thing I found on Google. I don't remember what I paid for it. I think it was around 100, but not much more it was. A rocket launcher shaped like a piece of cargo. So I throw it in the air and it locks onto people? What the fuck? Guess I'm unlocking shit early. Well, maybe it's not early in the game. It might be almost done. Who knows? Yeah, maybe so. But man, these are great bikes. I love them. They're the best thing ever is, and it's not always the best for high speeds, but you're not gonna go real high speeds. You're not going over 100. So for the speed it can go, it being light is great. The only thing that does suck about it, if you are on the highway at like 70 miles an hour, you could feel the wind push up underneath you. It feels like the bike's about to lift up, and that kind of puckers up a little bit. But in town, like whenever I was delivering parts as a side gig, I loved doing that. That's when I had that big basket. Well, but when I was using the other bike, it was tiring, stopping at every stop sign, holding the bike up and going and stopping and going and stopping. And town traffic it was just tiring. After like 2 or 3 hours, I was beat. But this bike is so light that I could throw it around left and right like it ain't nothing. Stopping, starting over and over, and running into stop signs every 20 feet, it seemed like. Didn't bother me. So I loved it. And ever since then, yeah, I've been all over them bikes. It's a great first bike. It definitely is. I would definitely recommend it as a first bike. Even for experienced riders, I'd still recommend it. Holy shit, man, combat went out of it.
Thanks to you, we can finally close the book on the mystery of the Headless Riders. Troubling rumors like that have a way of putting everyone on edge.
Yeah, it is a fun bike.
Inside all the more.
There's a new bike.
Especially. It's too many people cutting ties.
Kind of new around here. What's it called? Moto something? I'll have to check it. I got a picture of it. I just took, actually. I wish I can send pictures. There's this badass Harley. I ain't finding that, though. 20 grand. Let's see if I can find this real quick. Oh, there it is. A CF Moto. Now, those bikes are Chinese made. But the thing is, they've been kind of around a little bit, mostly on the mini bikes, the little bitty ones that ain't worth buying. But what I love about them is that they kind of worked out all the kinks selling them over in China. And by the time they got over here and the bigger bikes, they were already spoofed up. And the thing is, like I was comparing it to the Ninja, This CF Moto is, what was it? Like a 875 cc, something like that. It was a big one. It was compared to the 900 Ninja. But this newer one, dude, they're decked out. Like they're once you buy them, they're ready to go. You don't need to change anything. I mean, the exhaust is nice, the body's nice, the seats are nice, the rear. It's got it's got the fender on the back. I mean, so you could get an eliminator kit for that, but it's not a big one, so it don't really bother me. However, it's a new bike and a new brand I'm not used to. It kind of okay, yeah, that's a 675 SS. I was comparing it to the Ninja, but like the Ninja, okay, like the Ninja, that it's set up for all this upgraded stuff for the motor and the transmission and everything on it. But if you want all the extra stuff, you got to buy it afterwards and add it to the bike. And Ninja's been doing that a lot. They cut out a lot of the stuff and sell the bike and make you buy the extra stuff as an upgrade. Well, this bike comes with all of that. Definitely, what is that? For the shifter. There's a center thing for the shifter that I can't remember the name of it. And every Ninja I've ever would mess with, I've gotten one for. I've ordered it separately. They used to come on the Ninja's factory, but not anymore. But this bike has it. That one doesn't. It just threw me off that CF Moto would have all this. I mean, it's a decked out bike. And it's brand new. It looks nice. So I think my next bike might be the CF Moto. It's 675 SS CF Moto 2025. It's different, but I think it looks sharp. I think it looks good. The Ninjas seem to be getting worse in my mind. Like they seem nice and everything, but they're not doing as much. Like this 2024 Kawasaki, its base price is around $10,000, and no extra options. That's just how it is out the door. All the upgrades you have to buy separately, but this one is like $8,000, and it comes with all the upgrades that you can think of. That would help it. So, I don't know. I might try that. It's a completely different brand than I'm used to. I've never had one. I've seen them, the mini bikes around like that, but never a full-size bike. It's different. I kind of like it. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I'm going to jump off here. Let me get to the safe real quick.
Can't say any of us
I didn't realize how late it was.
Ghost
I gotta do
mix,
some
though.
work in the morning.
And those mechs have something to do with pigs, too. Isn't that right? Well, now that we know the truth of the matter, we can come up with ways to combat them and their tactics. Then, maybe it'll feel like we're actually making some progress at long last.
Maybe Sunday.
You know, you've got the makings of a real ghost hunter. I've shared with you some schematics for my favorite tools of the trade. A rocket box and a camo suit pattern. The rocket box fires MP warriors. It's a portable, versatile weapon that's perfect for dealing with all kinds of enemies.
I was going to try to... I was trying to find a computer. I need a computer. I'll just have to get it off the video. That's not what I'm going to do, stupid thing. I'll figure it out later. But yeah, I'll post something and try to find some links for you for sure. At least for some of the stuff. But everything I bought was made for the 2015, so it should basically be the same thing. I mean, you should be able, the same link I sent you, you should be able to look at your model and everything and make sure it fits, but I think it will. That
Ever since the Death Stranding,
piece there for the rear, carbon piece,
increasing. A lot of these can be chalked
should
up to
fit
simple
on
misperception or misinformation.
2015 to 2023 models.
Tales of supernatural entities are especially
Okay, I
common
appreciate
these
it, man.
days. And as a ghost hunter, I
Anyways,
investigate
yep,
more
I'm gonna get off here. You guys have a good night.
truth to them.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
shit.
it's not feasible for me to go out and do research right now. So I have to rely on others to do my fieldwork for me.